Hey everyone, today I will be talking about how to survive college. And to summarize it all, you just can't. Did I get you there? Did I? No? Okay. Anyway, all jokes aside, today I just want to be mentioning some things that I have learned being a college commuter. So I don't actually live at school, so probably like my experience is completely different from someone who actually lives in a dorm. I just completed my third semester of college, so I'm basically halfway through my sophomore year. Woo-hoo! One of the main things that I recommend starting a new year in college is to have a clear mindset, because I can say this from my experience of my very first year, so my freshman year. My first semester was pretty rough. I didn't do so well with my classes, but now after going to school more and learning how to actually survive and time management and studying, I pretty much got through it. So I think it is very important to be mentally prepared for what's going to come, because it's not like high school is better than high school. But if you're not mentally prepared, or if you're not motivated to actually start learning and studying, I think it would be better to take off a semester than to actually take the semester and then fail, which I think that could lead to discouragement. A lot of people from my freshman year in college have not come back for our sophomore year. So yes, be in a clear mindset. Whatever you can do to be in a clear mindset, I highly recommend. The next thing I want to mention is to not buy a lot of useless materials. Now, before I started college, I was watching all these YouTube videos about how to start the year off strong, what do I need for college, this and this and that. One of the main things that I saw in a lot of YouTube videos was that you need a planner. I tried that method, and let me tell you, it did not go well at all. I did try it out my first semester freshman year, but I only really used it for a month, and then I completely just got rid of it. But I did find an extension for Google Chrome called Momentum. It shows you the time, and on the bottom right hand corner there's a little spot there where it says today, and basically I just type in everything that's due in that week. But other than that, Momentum is a really good extension for me personally, and if you're someone that doesn't really like having a planner or has a hard time just keeping up with one, and you use your computer all the time, I think Momentum is a great extension for you. Another very important thing that I have learned is that there are a lot of classes that we have to take. They're known as core classes, and some of those core classes they're not even related or even near related to the career that you're pursuing. Now, I recommend that even if you absolutely hate a subject, I recommend that you do a little bit of research to choose a class that you might actually be interested in, because in college, you can actually choose different types of classes if you're able to, because a lot of them are actually just electives. So if you can figure out an elective that will actually work for you, even though you absolutely hate the subject, you can look at the different types of classes that there are. So for example, a history class, if you don't like history, you can look at the different history class options that they have if they don't have a specific class. The fourth one that I'd like to mention is to have a proper study method. Now, this was a bit tricky because obviously college is completely different from high school. And in high school, I didn't develop a very good study method. And so with the lack of having a study method, it really affected my grades in college because it was just completely different. Now, I'm still learning my study methods, but I think now, after being in school for a while, I have learned what best works for me. But if you don't have a study method, it's totally okay. Everyone is learning all the time, and just because someone else has a study method doesn't mean that that study method will also work for you, because I have believed that certain study methods would work for me, but I have come to learn that those study methods were not the best for me. So the fifth one I want to mention, friends. Now, not the show, obviously, but making friends in college. I feel like as a commuter, It's definitely a little bit harder to make friends because I'm not at school, I'm not living there. I feel like a lot of people really stress on making friends, and I personally don't think you should put any stress in making friends because they will come naturally, they will form naturally. The friends that I have now in college, I didn't really like force it, you know? So I feel like if you just let it flow and be cool with everyone, I feel like from there you'll actually make friends and have some new study buddies perhaps as well, or even like college friends for life, because I've heard a lot of people talking about how their best friends are literally the people that they met in college, and maybe you could meet a best friend in college. For the sixth thing, if I had to describe college in one word, I would say studying. I feel like college is quite interesting. I feel like the word studying may not be like the word to refer it, but from my experience so far, I feel like that's the main point of it, because the main point is to really just study and retain all the information and apply it to your life. I don't know how else to explain that. It's just basically studying. Obviously, it's not like 100% studying. Obviously, you need time to just like relax and sleep and, you know, hang out with friends and, you know, just be a little stress-free, which is my next point. Stay stress-free as much as possible. I feel like for me, it was definitely hard my first year to stay stress-free, because normally I'd start the year strong and then like halfway to like the mid-semester, like when midterms came around, I basically just flopped. But if you can find ways to keep yourself stress-free, keep you in the same mindset as when you first started, when you were like motivated to learn, that can really help with keeping the long semester pretty good. Something that I did learn this past semester that kept me stress-free was constantly doing different activities all the time. Now for my school, I had to do service hours, so I had to do, you know, schoolwork and then service hours and schoolwork and service hours and stuff like that. Now, it's okay if you get a little bit of stress, you know, every once in a while, because I did get a little bit of stress. But this past semester was the best semester I had been mentally compared to last year. And so that was because I had found ways to keep myself stress-free. Do like your favorite hobbies in between studying. Don't study for too long, because I noticed that if I study for too long, it's not going to go well. I only really studied for 1 hour, even though many professors say that you need to study at least 3 hours per credit hour. So whatever really helps you was very important. I know in this video I talked about like a lot, and it kind of seems like a lot. Obviously, take everything a step at a time, because we're always learning. Like every day of our lives, we're always learning. And sleep is very important. I don't know how to stress that enough. I know for a college student, it's very challenging to get some sleep, but I feel like as long as you get like at least 6 hours, I think you'll be okay. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope that some of these tips can help you with starting a new fresh semester at college or any school that you're starting. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Or if there's like another video you want me to be specific on, feel free to comment down below. So yeah, good luck with what you're doing. Bye bye.